Hey guys, welcome to Guru Beauty. Jodie here, doing a dramatic look this time with this season's Lancome Beauty Box, available for $99 here in Australia with the purchase of any fragrance. I'm starting off with MAC's Prep and Prime Lip. Applying some skincare, Kosmea's 8th Natural Wonder Revitalising Facial Serum. It's certified organic and Aussie. And here I'm applying Dermalogica's AgeSmart Skinperfect SPF 30 Broad Spectrum Primer, followed by e.l.f.'s Mineral Eyelid Primer. This is Revlon's luxurious colour Smoky Crown in 007 Bronze Smoke. This is nice and creamy and stays all day. You can use it on its own. I'm using this to really roughly go all over the lid as well as under the eye there, right up to the lash line. I'm going to use a Real Techniques brush, the base shadow brush, to blend that all out. And then once I've sort of blended it into a smooth consistency, I'm also going to shape it. And I suggest iHerb.com for nice affordable Real Techniques brushes. You're paying about a half to a third the price that Priceline is asking here in Australia. I'll post a code down below that gives you $10 off any order that is $40 or more, or $5 off any order that's less than $40. Here I'm using a Furless brush to apply an Australis mineral eyeshadow in Mother of Pearl. That's an angled fluff brush, the Pro 4E from Aussie brand Furless. Now I'm using another brush from Furless to apply a shade from the Lancome palette. This is the 5-shade palette that's included in the beauty box. The brush I'm using is a fluffy shadow brush 2E, Pro 2E, and I'm applying that brown shade all over the smoky crown that I placed from Revlon there. I'm going to be putting that under the lash line as well, everywhere I blended that crown out. Now I'm using a pencil brush from Furless. This is their Pro 3M brush, and applying the black, the darkest colour from this eyeshadow palette, into the inner corner, both the top and bottom lash line you see. And I'm just using that pencil brush to very gradually build that shape, build the intensity right into the inner corner. So this is not using a light colour to brighten and lighten the inner corner as we often see. We're darkening it to add added intensity and drama. And I'm going to be doing pretty much the same thing with the outer corner now, just using the pencil brush just to shape that outer V, and just very slowly building it up, blending that outer V to a shape that I'm after. And you'll see the effect that this gives in a little bit once I add sort of the colour to the centre of the lid. It's a look that I really enjoy, and I really like doing that with more neutral colours as well for quite a subtle effect, but still quite effective. So now I'm just opening my eye, looking straight on into the mirror and just trying to get the shape right using a pencil brush. And now I've gone back to the fluff brush just to sort of start blending that black out with the brown that's left on the brush. Very, very slowly, gently blending out the black. I don't want to muddy the colours, but I just do want to soften the very edges. You notice I've left the centre of the lower lash line free as well. I'm going to be adding in a lighter shimmer colour, as I will be on the lid. So top and bottom. Just shaping, blending, shaping. A nice sexy shot there. As with the smoky eye, the interim shots are not always so gorgeous. Now I'm applying the second lightest sort of shimmery bronzy colour with that fluff shadow brush to the centre of the lid, right up to the crease. Just tapping it now, tapping it to get the coverage that I want, and in the hopes to just blend with that black a little bit easier. Now I'm using the lightest gold shimmery shade here, right to the very centre of the lid. It's just going to give, extra dimension to the lid there. And then with that same fluffy brush, I'm applying that to the centre of my lower lash line. Going back in with the pencil brush with the black shadow, just to help go back and define that black area on the outer and inner edges, just so I'm happy with the blend, where the colours are meeting, how they're blending, that kind of thing. Okay, and then I'm using a Real Techniques base shadow brush just to do the final blend there. Going in with Lancome's Crayon Khol pencil in Noir. This one is from the $99 beauty box, and I do like the way it goes on the waterline and the tight line as well. Stays fairly nicely throughout the day. So I'm getting right up there on the tight line, right between the lashes. I'm not going to apply too much above the lash line because I want the shadow to do the talking on my lid today. This is a concealer from Mirenesse, an eye concealer, 24-hour concealer. Blending it with a Kit Cosmetics makeup sponge, and now I'm going in with an Illamasqua skin-based foundation. This is in the shade 08. Applying it with a MAC 187, which shedded like a you-know-what that day. It really made me angry. The 187 just is not the perfect brush because of how it sheds. But I'm just sort of stippling it on for the most part. I do a few circular motions when I'm just getting started, and then it's pretty much a stippling action from there on in. This is a concealer I'm really enjoying. It's from Covergirl and Olay. They're Simply Ageless Eye Concealer, number 215. I think that's light medium. Using a beauty blender just to tap that in, and then using the warmth of my finger to just finally blend that right in just for seamless coverage. It's going to stay nicely throughout the day. That really helps to use a warm finger as a final step with my concealer. Now just going in just to finally blend that lower lash line with what I've gone over with the concealer. Using a pressed powder from Australis, the Fresh and Flawless in Deep Natural. Blending it in with a Sigma Kabuki brush. And now going in with the Lancome Hypnose Doll Eyes Mascara. This one again is from the Beauty Box. Great value there. You can see just between the items that I've already used, just the eyeshadow palette, the mascara and the liner. I mean, that's already over $99 retail value, and there's so much more in the box, as you saw from the shot in the introduction. Nice conical wand, grabs hold of your lashes, does a nice job to the lower lashes too. Now I'm using a brush from Ray Morris just to comb out the brows, followed by an Illamasqua eyebrow cake in the shade Thunder. Using sort of light feathery strokes with that angled end of the Ray Morris brush just to get a nice fuller coverage in my brows. Nothing too scary. And then you'll see I'm just going to brush that through. Once I'm happy with the shape, I'm going to use the spoolie end of that same brush just to brush it through and give it a nice natural finish so there's no sort of harsh lines on the brows there. Setting my brows with an Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. That's my favourite by far. I've used Maybelline Great Lash Brow Sealer. I've used ELF. I've used, gosh, so many, and that's my favourite. Using a powder blush from NYX. This is in the shade Taupe. If you like MAC Harmony, it's not an exact dupe, but it's certainly less expensive. And you can see it's more of a sort of mauve plum with a grey tone blush. Great for contouring if you don't like that orangey tendency for some of those other bronzers. It's a nice one. Using a MAC 109, one of my favourite contour brushes there. Love it, absolutely love it. Would recommend the NYX Taupe blush for those who like the look of that colour for contouring, though. It's a really nice one. Now I'm going in with some cheap imitation of a 217 brush to use that same NYX Taupe blush to contour my nose, and then using just what's left on my foundation brush, the MAC 187, just to blend out those lines. Now going in to highlight with MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, just down the nose, brow bones, and you'll see the Cupid's bow and the cheekbones as well. I often use a larger brush to apply my highlighter, but today I just wanted to be a little bit more exact, and you'll see I blend it out anyway. So this is really just for precision placement, and then I'm blending it. I've cleaned off my contour brush very well, and now I'm just blending out that highlighter with it. I love that brush. Using the blush that is in the Lancome Beauty Box. This is their Blush Subtle Powder Blush in Rose Sable. Applying it with a Lancome brush that is in the Beauty Box also. It's one of 3 nice brushes in that box actually. And just slowly building up that colour. It's very subtle when you first apply it, and you can just keep adding just to give you more and more colour. You can see it's coming up quite nicely there. It's a really nice daytime blush. Beautiful colour. And then I'm going to blend that all in again just with that what's left on the 187, just so everything's very seamless. You don't sort of notice where the blush starts and ends. Now I'm doing the lips using a lip liner from Australis. This is the one in Gold Digger. It reminds me a lot of Chanel's beige lip liner. It's very sort of neutral, just really nice to define the lips without adding much colour. Really, you can use any lipstick with that. Speaking of, this is MAC's lipstick in Brave, and you really don't need to be that brave to use this lipstick. It's a funny name because it's just a really nice sort of rose that really anyone could wear. Nice daytime colour, you can see there, pretty. And you'll see how the lip gloss I'm about to apply changes that to a little bit more of a nude. This is the Australis lip gloss in Contemporary. That's just a mini size I have from a 5-pack I got at Target for less than $5, I think it was. I got a good deal. Just a bit of gloss to the centre of the lips, and you can see how that's changed the lip colour a little bit. Finishing everything off here with the spray from Urban Decay, the De-Slick Oil Control Setting Spray. And that's the finished look. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below and have a beautiful day. See you again soon. Bye.